that is 110 degree in our case, or 111 degree, doesn't matter, 1 degree would not change the answer, would not affect the solution of this question. After drawing this, take O dash as a center, O dash to 1 dash as a radius, and draw an arc like this in this angle. So this angle is drawn with this, and this arc represents the development of this cone if it is not cut. If the cone is not cut anywhere, its development would appear like this cut portion. But this cone is cut, so to draw this cut portion, let we divide this cone into equal number of parts. Say we divide into 8 equal parts. So draw imaginary generators on its top view and on its front view by the conventional methods like this, and draw here imaginary generators like this as well. Name the points. Here is point number 1, here is point number 2, 3, point number 4, 5, 6, here is point number 7, this is point number 8. So 8 points are there in top view. Similarly, in front view also, here is point number 1, 2 days, here is 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, and 8 days. 8 points are there in a front view over here. Now, to draw development of this portion, what should we do? We have divided this circle into 8 equal parts. So divide this portion or this angle into 8 equal parts also. So to divide into 8 equal parts, total is 110 degree. So 110 divided by 2, 55 degree would be there. 2 equal parts, again 2 equal parts of 55 degree, that is 27.5 and half of 27.5. So we can divide this total angle into 8 equal parts. If we have divided this circle into 12 parts, then this angle should also be divided into 10 equal parts, 12 equal parts. Both the number of divisions should be same. After drawing this, 8 parts are drawn. Name the points. Here is point number 1 days, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 8 days, and back to 1 days. 8 points are there. We started from 1 days and end with the 1 days. Now, to locate the points of intersection, let me think about its front view. In front view, this is the cutting plane, and on O dash 1 dash generator, here is point number 1. On O dash 1 dash, here is the point P1. So to find out position of point P1, transfer this point to O1 generator like this. So take O dash as a center, O to P1 as a radius, draw an arc. That arc will cut O1 at one point like this. So point number P1 is here. Here is point P1. And here also P1 point would be there because it is on the O dash 1 dash generator. Now think about this point. This is the point on O dash 2 dash and on this inclined cutting plane. So from this point, draw a straight horizontal line or transfer that point to its true length. So a line would be there like this, a horizontal line. Then take O dash as a center, O dash as a center, O dash to this point as a radius, which is on 2, O dash 2 dash like this, and from that draw an arc. So that arc would appear like this, right? Draw an arc that will cut O dash 2 dash at one point. This is O dash 2 dash at point number, say this is point number P2. Similarly, point number 3 is here. Say point number P3 is here. Here is point number P3. So from that point, draw a horizontal line like this that will cut this true length of the generator, that is O dash 1 dash at one point somewhere here. Now take O dash as a center, O dash to this point as a radius, this point, and draw an arc like this. So this would be the arc that will cut O3 at one point. This is the point. Name that point as point number P3. That will cut O dash 3 dash at one point, that is P3. Similarly for point P4, here is the point, that is on O dash 4 dash. So from this point draw a straight horizontal line like this that will cut O dash 1 dash at this point. Take O as a center, O dash as a center, O dash to this point as a radius, draw an arc, and that arc will cut O dash 4 dash at one point somewhere here. This is point number P4. Then point number P5 would be there over here. Here is point number P4, here is point number P5 on O dash 5 dash generator. So from that point draw a horizontal line like this, and then take O dash as a center, O dash to this point as a radius, draw an arc that will cut O dash 5 dash, this is O dash 5 dash at one point, that is point P5. So we have identified, located 5 points P1, P2, P3, P4 and P5. Similarly P6, where would be P6? Here O dash 6 dash is here, so P6 would be here. Here is the point P6. So from here draw horizontal line, it will be on this line also, and draw an arc taking O dash as a center, O dash to this point as a radius, draw an arc that will cut P6 at this point. So here is the point P6. Similarly P7 would be here, here is P7, so draw an arc from this that will cut P7 over here, P7, and similarly P8 from here. So here is point P8. So we have traced all the points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and join all these points with a smooth curve, so that would appear like this. That smooth curve from all these points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So this is the cut portion, and this portion is remaining with us, so that should be darkened. This portion also remained with us, that also should be darkened like this. And this portion, this bottom arc, will also remain with us, so that should not be lightened, that should be made little bit darker, because after development, if we cut the cylinder, this portion would appear. So this is the solution of given problem, and this is the portion which is given in the data. It is blue colored like this. So in short, if the cone is cut like this as shown in blue colored, its development would appear as shown in black colored. This cone is developed, then this would be the answer of the problem. And right here the answer, this is development. Development of given problem, and it is compulsory to show this calculation in the data, because students forgets many times to show this data and insert these dimensions. The diameter is known to us, that is 75 mm, so 575 is the diameter, and appropriate dimensions should be inserted in this diagram. So this is the solution of question number 5b. Now we continue with the second portion of this problem. in examination, in problem, this B portion we have developed here, this which is a cone which is cut like this. Now what's about portion A? It's a cylindrical portion which is cut with this slant cut, this cut. How to develop that portion? So for that, let me draw its given problem like this. It is given like this. In top view, it appears as a circle. In the front view, it appears as a cylinder, as a rectangle. It is cut like this. This is the top view, and this upper portion retains with us, and the lower portion is removed. And in top view, this appears as a circle which is given in the data, and we have to develop this circle or this cylinder such that its outer surface or lateral surface would appear, and the lateral surface of this cylinder would appear as a rectangle, and here is the axis. Now if the cylinder is cut at this angle, its development, what should be its development? So for that, first we need to find out what should be the shape of development once the cylinder is not cut. Then what should its, if the cylinder is not cut, then its developed portion would appear as a rectangle like this, and height of this rectangle, that is developed portion of the cylinder, would be equal to the height of this cylinder which is given in our problem. And what should be width? This width of the cylinder would be equal to compute this width, that is equal to pi into d, that is equal to periphery of this cylinder. So pi is into diameter is given as, in this case the diameter is 45 millimeter, so that comes out to be equal to 141.3 millimeter length. So it's compulsory in the examination to write this dimension in this figure and to show this calculation in this answer set. So that is the width of the of this developed portion, rectangle's width, that would appear like this. Now if the cylinder is not cut, this would be the developed portion. Now what should we do to find out intermediate points? So for that, let me divide this circle or cylinder into equal number of parts to have some imaginary generators on its outer surface. So divide this circle into 8 equal parts and transfer its imaginary generators from its top view to its front view like this. These are the generators drawn over the outer surface of this cylinder like this. As we have divided this circle into 8 number of parts, divide this rectangle also into 8 number of parts. So 8 parts would appear like this, 2 parts, again 2 parts of each segment. So divide into 4 parts and again 2 parts of each segment. So that is 8 equal divisions of given rectangle like this. So that is the equal division of this rectangle. Now find out the points of intersection between all this. So for that, let me pick up this point. So this is point number A, this is B, or we write small a, small b, C, D, E, F, G and H. Similarly here A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, F dash, G dash and H dash would appear in front view. After locating these points in front view, the next step is to find out the points of intersection between cutting plane and imaginary generators. Let me start from here. Here is the point, that is first point, say point number 1, that is on generator drawn from A, that is A dash, n cutting plane. That is point number 1. So let me pick up this is as A, this is developed portion of B, then C, D, these are the points, then E, F, G, H and back to A. First and last would always be identical. Now find out the points of intersection. So for that, from point 1 draw a horizontal line. From this point draw a horizontal line that would cut vertical line from point A at one point. So here is the point, that is point P1. Now point number P2, how to find out point number P2? So for that, pick up on B, this is the point on B generator. So from B draw a horizontal line like this, and that will cut this vertical line from point B at one point somewhere here. So this is point number P2. Similarly, to find out point number P3, what should we do? This is the point on OC or on C generator. This is a C dash generator. So from that draw horizontal line like this, that will cut vertical line from point C at one point, and this is point P3. Similarly, point number P4 on D. So this is the point on D. From that point draw horizontal line that will cut D at this point, that is point P4. Then P5 is somewhere here. Here is point P5. So from that point draw a projection line or transfer this point to E like this. That will cut vertical line from point E at point number P5. So P5 point is somewhere here, and point number P6, from here transfer the point to that. So point number P6 would be somewhere here like this. Here is point number P6. Similarly, point number P7 on OG or on G. So from G draw horizontal line that will cut G at one point. This is point number P7, and horizontal line from point here, this is point P8, and back to this horizontal